All praises. Yeah, it's another Saturday. I'm always so surprised that the weeks go so fast. You know, my mom always used to look to babies and say, "Hey, look how fast they grow." And I'm like, "Mama, we're becoming older as well." You know, so everything goes so fast. That's why all the people in the Bible wanted to become 120 and more. I see. The time goes really too fast. But it is always a pleasure to be here in every Saturday, to see this positive energy, to see the people strong like always. It's clear that there are different kinds of things happening between the days. And the Most High gives us the strength to be here so that we can enter into the new week with power, strength, wisdom, ingeta. Now, I have promised that we're going to start with the Tabernacle. I already bought a new phone for the Gunzas that will work with me for the Tabernacle work. Very soon, we're going to start our work. We're going to call people one by one and take our time to have a conversation with every individual. It can also be a complete family, and go step by step to resolve everyone's problem. I think the Most High will help everyone to get understanding and also to be delivered. So we have, in this assembly, we have started in the beginning to talk about different kinds of things that we should do when we are coming to the assembly. And I think I should go back to those kinds of teachings again. That's why you see that most of the women have their head covered. I have done my best in my ministry to teach people why women used to have their hair covered, why men shouldn't wear hats or whatever. Sometimes I understand, because even if you have your head covered, sometimes you have also some dreadlocks or some other style under your hairs. But if you're in the real tabernacle and the spirits come up and down into your body, and you can, for the people that are now learning how to do their own altars at home, it is very important for them sometimes, and normally always, to have this Asian hairs in their hair so that they can connect a little better. And something that also disturbs very well the spirit is if we have, when you are connecting to the spiritual world, earrings on, or a lot of makeup, or your nails, just long nails, or colors that used to stop the wanda, because you're going with a positive energy to connect with the Most High. So you're wearing white, green. These are the colors that we wear. And I have seen many people not understanding. I've seen women coming in and going out because they saw everyone has his head covered. I have seen other assemblies, also Bantu assemblies. The most of them doesn't have their head covered, and they think maybe I'm too harsh, but it is just a sign of respect, not to us, but to the Most High Himself. And I think it's very important for every woman just to humble herself for that part, if she's praying, that she's covering her head, giving the respect to the Malekima Kongo, that will visit her and give her the messages that she needs, or the cure, the prophecies, the answers, etc., etc. Now, is everyone fine here?
Oh, great. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
praises. That's positive.
I don't know, Brother Massa, you look tired. Are you all right today?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm very often in front of my video game, just to let the stress pass. Today we're going to talk about relationship between men and women. Like I said, I've started now to tell you about the announcement. Tabernacle will start next week, which means it can start on Friday. And there's nothing new. The only thing that is new is that the class that we have at the moment will finish very soon, the ancestor class. One thing that our people have learned so far is about different kinds of stones that also helps people to have more luck, or to be filled up. Filled up with what? Filled up with blessings, filled up with food, filled up with money, filled up with everything. There are some things that our forefathers have used, and these kinds of stones, not crystals, stones, are also called like that. And if you have them with you, they used to help a lot. But I know that if I'm putting it here, people will never understand, because it's a whole teaching about it. I will come out with this kinds of knowledge end of this year. But maybe you have a friend that will explain you one or two things about it if you're lucky. Now,
before you go on, Mikhael Massa, regarding the element of earth prayer, we had not actually completed that as yet.
We're gonna start. We're gonna start about the element things very soon. I think if you want, you guys, if you want, we're gonna go ahead working with talking about it next Saturday, and also about positive spirits, positive energies. So we're gonna definitely continue learning about how to physically get positive energies and work physically with the spiritual world by doing different kinds of things, alchemy and stuff like that.
Okay.
So next week, I think you're gonna hear some more of this. I have written so much more about those kinds of things, so you will be surprised. Now, today we're gonna talk about relationships. It will be a little bit tough. I think, I hope I will only take 30 minutes or 40 maximum. Let us concentrate. The Most High have created man and woman in his image, which means man and woman are gods. And normally he can choose now if he wants to be good gods or bad gods, if he wants to be positive, good people or bad people. What does it mean, good or bad people? So if the Most High have created man and woman to be together, then he really wanted the man and woman to multiply and to bless also their children so that they can multiply, okay? Because the Most High lives in us, okay? So now, what we are seeing in these last days is that many people are separating each other, and more and more and more. We have, even after people that are marrying 3 or 4 times or even more, and they're separating again and again. And now we have to ask ourselves, whose fault is this? Where does this kinds of things come from? Okay, I mean, I wasn't there when you have chosen your wife. I wasn't there when you have chosen your husband. Okay, I wasn't there when you have told your wife or your husband, hey, I love you, I want to buy your house, I want to live, I want to make children with you. I wasn't there. So it is a relationship between you and that individual. So how can it be that tomorrow, not even far away from yesterday, where you have sworn in the name of Jesus that you will stay with this person together forever and ever, in front of the Most High, by the way, and now after 2 or 3 years and whatever, you see different kinds of problems, you see different kinds of difficulties, children are getting crazy because in the house there's no peace, etc., etc. And one of the baddest thing that can happen is that separation in the house, which is everyone walks in his spirit and in his ways. Even if they live in one house, there is no unity. And after that, you will also see something like people getting going to take other women's, or doing some very bad things. And we're going to talk about it today. Keith, the book of Apocrypha. I think you have to go to the to Google. It's the book of Sirach. Jesus Sirach, also called, I think it's also Proverbs in the Apocrypha.
Ecclesiasticus.
Yeah. Then you go to 25. So now, what is the problem? We cannot always say that the woman is bad or the man is bad. Today, mostly, I have to say clear, the man used to look at different kinds of women, but we always say the spiritual people always say the woman keeps her house clean. Okay. When the man is going crazy, the woman can save that person easier than the man to save a woman. So if a woman is already messed up, it is almost impossible for the man to bring this woman to the right path. But it happens as well. It happens as well. The problem that we have here today is the media. We have the media, we have we have the fantasy that we are living into, that we can't be filled up with one woman, or we can't be filled up with the one computer or one car or one house. So we are not free. We feel we have problems. We want more and more and more. This is how the society has built us up. Okay, I have seen people in the villages, they don't have so much, but they are free. Okay, but if if someone closes my television now or takes my computer from me, I will die. Okay, this is the difference here, and this is a fact. Okay, if I have to start to walk than to have a car that drives me around, my goodness, where's the next bridge I have to hang myself? You see? So this is our society today. We are very material. We love materials, matriarcha. Okay? And these things went now also over to our relationships, which means we even our sexual relationships became so far that we want more. I really believe that our forefathers, they did also, I mean, if you're young, you have some more sexual relationship or interactions and stuff like that. But later, it becomes something smooth, something like we became now mature. We have now our time to love, sometimes go to your place and watch your soaps over there. I don't want to see you, but in the good way, so that the children don't know what is happening. But today it became like, hey, do you not love me no more? Now show me that you love me. So it became something like we have so much concurrence, because everywhere you see half naked people in the streets. People are doing so much sports that men's have breasts like this. Women's are doing yoga and all those kinds of things, and other women's, they can't, they're like, my goodness, I don't look like her. It's clear that's my husband will run away. And you know, I have seen old people passing down the street with her wife, and there is a group of girls passing there, half naked, and this grandpa will have fantasies. Okay, he will be like, "Where's the Viagra?" Okay, and this is the new age, yeah, because I came from this site. I grew up in Germany, and when you study and all these kinds of things, you will see that new age is real. It's everywhere in the university, okay, and it's witchcraft. Okay, they put spells on you, bad thoughts. You will be arrogant. You will be also ignorant to a lot of things. You will be very egoistic. So it's me, a Nazist. Okay, me. It's all about me. And if it is not all about you, then it's all about you and your wife to show others that you have the new cars. What? The neighbor have new house? We need 2 more. What? The neighbor have a cat? Let us buy 2 pit bulls. So it is a fight that we are fighting, and many people do not know that this fight already has possessed our hearts. We are already so deep into it that we can't see it. Even in this bunch awakening, what must I have done this? I have to show him I can do something better. So this is us. And all these kinds of things comes from where? From our hearts. Many people might think, oh, just kinds of things that I'm doing now, it just comes because I want it. But if you want something, it comes not only from your thoughts, but it's from your heart. And look at this, Ecclesiastes 25. Yeah, read. Are you there, Brother Keith?
Yep. Hold on. Just hold a second. The internet went out real quick. It's just now coming back. Okay. Ecclesiasticus 25 and what
17.
Okay. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband, Ecclesiasticus 25, verse 17.
Normally is, there is nothing that hurts more than if you have pain on your heart. And 18, can you read 18?
Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. And 19, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
No, normally it's the woman name is not there.
Yeah, it's Ecclesiasticus 25.
I believe so.
Is that the Apocrypha?
Apocrypha, the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus 25, 17 through 19.
So in the German Bible, it's also written like this, but they don't mention the name of women. So, but all good. So the man, a good man, if a woman wins a good man, this man will do everything to, you know, to build up his family. If the woman is strong enough, this man can become very great, very strong. Okay, if the man is good from the beginning, if he have already some ideas. A man can only be so good because of his woman. This is something that is the Most High put there, that a man can't become great without a woman. I want to explain. If you see a man is doing a business or whatever, and he's also doing well, he will do everything to find a woman so that he can become greater, so that he have his peace, so that he have children's, can make children's, etc., so that his finances are bound, yeah, are, you know, secured. But mostly what happens is that if a man takes a woman, and the woman will find the weak point of the man, and the man is supposed to humble himself down so much that the woman can take advantage. It's not happening always, but it can take advantage out of him because she made him. But the truth is, she didn't make him really. She was always only there to support him. You will not find an Obama or a Clinton or a Donald Trump. All of them, their women's are triple times stronger than them. You see the wickedness directly in their faces. They are so strong. The man in front, you see the man, and you look at him, he's a president or whatever, but the woman behind that man is even stronger. Now, if this concept doesn't work, this can only work if the man is humble enough to let the woman also play a role in his life and to accept the good things and the bad things of the woman. Like the woman will accept the good and the bad things of the man. Now, what happens is money was always one of the biggest problems in our society. When a woman now makes money, yeah, can you read verse 26?
26. If she go not as thou wouldest not have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go.
Wait a minute. I think because this is a German Bible, I think you have exactly the same verses, but because what you have read now is 34 here. Exactly. So can you just start? No, I don't know.
And here Ecclesiasticus 25 only goes to verse 26.
Yes, that's the same in mine.
Yeah, but here 34 is the end. So let me just check. I'm going to Ecclesiasticus. This happens because of the differences of the Bible. Okay, it's coming. Okay, now, yes, go and start with 13, please. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Give me, Ecclesiasticus 25, verse 13. Give me any plaque, but the plaque of the heart, and any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman, and any affliction, but the affliction from them that hate me, and any revenge, but the revenge of enemies. There is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. I had
So
rather dwell.
why is the Bible talking so much things but negative and for the woman's side? Because there's one thing, if you have a good man, mostly if the woman is not strong enough to support the guy, then you will have that kind of woman. If we have a bad man, mostly this bad man would have a good woman. And this is something that happens very often in this world, that a bad man receives a good woman that he will hate because she's good. A good man receives a bad woman that makes her suffer, and he keeps her because he's strong enough to hold her. But the problem is that there is nothing that is better than the pain of heart. If your heart is in trouble, or if it pains, it suffers, there's no pain that is harder than that. Okay. Now, 21.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure.
Okay, and now
A woman,
22.
if she maintain a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach.
So a woman shouldn't feed her husband. Okay? If a female start feeding her husband, she becomes the man. Okay? It will work for a while, because it is like the man will be a slave of that woman. It is like the man must do what the woman wants. And I think mostly it goes to sexual interactions. Because she feeds you, she gives you your house, she gives you your car, and it shouldn't be like that. Okay? So a man is supposed to have a job. A man is supposed to be a head in the family. A man is supposed to feed his family. And a woman must give a man also freedom and ideas. She must support the man and ask about his businesses. Because sometimes it looks like the woman is not really interested in the man's business. That's wrong. Because every great company, kings, presidents, their women supported them so that they became what they are today. But we should never forget that because of many women's, kings fell, kingdom fell, like kingdoms. You can watch this is Thor, not Thor, but this movie with where they had this horse.
Troy. You're talking about the movie Troy.
Troy, exactly.
Helen.
Exactly. So kingdoms, so many kingdoms fell because of the woman. We have King David, his complete household was destroyed because of a woman. We have King Solomon. We have what is his name? Samson. We have our kingdom today. They took Nzinganguvu, the king of Congo, up to Portugal. He started looking at the white women's there. He started becoming crazy. So people can believe it or not. You will see the promotion of women in boxing, in football, in video games, in everything. So it is hard to have a man full concentrated in one woman. And that's why it's very important to have children with that man. The children will always remember that he's a father. And after marrying that person, yeah, we have to make sure that we always keep our relationship with prayers. And that a woman must always try to humble herself in front of the man, because the man will always try to lift himself up, even if he's wrong. But in the end, we do not agree with a wicked guy. If the man is not concentrated, we have to do our best to bring his life in order. And the same with a woman. There are separations today, many separations, because someone is elder and someone is younger. This doesn't matter, because even in the ancient times, our fathers, they went to marry with 30 years. They went to marry a 20 years old child, a girl. This is how it was. So it is not bad if there are some differences in age. It is even better like that, because there you will see the different kinds of jobs, responsibility that each one of the people have. But what makes our black men, the good one, go to white women is that if the black man is smart, he mostly thinks that the black woman is not intelligent enough to support him. And in our culture, this is a fact. In our culture, if you come to Africa, there's no woman that will support you. You have to you have to marry her. You will pay everything. You will pay the houses. You will pay the rent, the car. You will pay you will have to do the best to put her into business, knowledge, driver license, her hairs, her clothing. In the West, it's a little bit different. So a man must be man enough to hold a woman. And now you have in the West one problem, that the women, they do not want a guy that just that is driving a small car, because they know she's living in the West. So they want a man that have a lot of things. You can go all over Africa if you have money and take every woman that you want, even married or non-married women, because you have money. So women are very money orientated. And there's one thing that is happening in our society today. It's that money, it's closing up. That's why it's very good, and hence, and I have to say glory to the Most High if we have our mamas, because they have another, their generation is a little bit different than ours. Their generation is a little bit different. They are stronger than the women's today. Our generation, you will see women's here and there. They are not really concentrated. If she left one man that have betrayed her, she will go to the man that betrayed her as friend to take him. Why? She don't want to be alone. I need a baby daddy. But you have another husband, and he's spiritual, he's spirit, and he's the Most High. Maybe you give the Most High time to prepare someone for you that will take the responsibility for you, because a man is supposed to lift up his woman and not a woman his man. This is our society. So every man that you see in the West today that do not want to marry a black woman, he's running away from responsibility, because the white woman does everything by herself. Do we have some questions? Nope. Now, yeah, you can go on reading. Oh dear.
So Mikhael, good question.
Yes.
So basically, for the majority of us who are young in the West, it's best for us to wait until we are like 40 years old or near 50 and having some money for us to take up a woman then.
I did not understand what you asked.
All right. Based off of
You must have money before you find a woman. Yes.
because the reason why I asked,
If not, you will pimp her out. You will destroy her life. You will destroy the life of her family because you took her, etc., etc. Because a woman is money. Even if you're a gangster pimp or whatever, yeah, and you're hustling outside there, you need for every woman that you hustle with a lot of money. And what is now with the woman that you want to take care of? So if I'm a woman, I will ask, what is your job? What are your thoughts? What do you think to do in future? And if he has some skills that he takes with him, that he brings with him, the woman has to do the best to make him to become a man. But if we have someone that just sits there, oh God, 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 Yah Nzambe say, pray and work. He said to Adam, you guys will work so that you can eat. You woman, you will suffer to give birth. So he told Adam, you will work so that you guys can multiply yourself. And now you have a guy that can't sustain the family. There's no woman that will accept it, because women loves material things. This is how they are. You can go to every woman outside there. You do not even have to be nice. If she sees your Mercedes-Benz and she has no husband, she will go with you. Men are like, oh, I maybe want this one here. Oh, this one here. But a man just have to know how to talk. There is a man who has never said one word. He catches the women's, and there's another one. Hey man, come on, baby. I love you. And they're like, man, you suck. And the other one is just showing signals. We can't speak, but he's taking all of them. So it's about the technique. You can see it in the nature by the animals. This is how a human is. And now, because I have also to make my video about the widows one day, it is not good for a person to be alone. It is not good, and we are not supposed to. But there is one thing that the Most High really take care of. It's people that are alone, widows, men that were left alone, etc., etc. There's one problem that you will see in our society, it's about the man himself. A man without a woman, he's a dangerous weapon. Can someone explain me why?
I think a man without a woman lacks self-control. He can go anywhere without thinking of coming back home. Like here in the West.
Exactly. Very good. Very, very smart. Very smart. So it is also written in the Bible. In the same book of
Also, his wife
Ecclesiasticus.
would be his most vulnerable to him.
Yeah, in the same book of Ecclesiasticus 36, there you will see that the Most High is talking about a man that doesn't have a woman. That man is dangerous because I'm talking about the man. I don't talking about the young man, okay, that is going to school, study, and maybe have even a work or something and is building up his life. No, normally for me, a man should marry with 30 or 28 if he makes his life stable. So now I'm talking about a man that is older than 50, 60, and he doesn't have a woman. So come on, first woman, no, second one, not. Third one, all of them are bad. What? No, I don't think so. The third one as well? No, you are bad. Something is wrong with you, but really, really wrong. Wrong. And the problem is you still shouldn't stay alone, because if you stay alone, what will happen? Your money, yeah. Okay, we have some men, they stayed alone because of money. They say, I will never give anyone money. That's why I want to stay alone, because money, women want money from you. Every woman wants to be fed up from you. This is her nature. So, but mostly the man without the woman loses money. He loses a lot of money. First of all, there is no blessing behind a man without a woman. He can't feed himself with his cooking, with his in his life will be not stable. Okay, his friends will do different kinds of things, and he will be crazy and going out all the time, looking at children, looking at young girls. That person will be dangerous for our community, because sex is one of the strongest feeling in human. You can read by yourself, Ecclesiasticus 36. Here in Germany, it starts from 26 to 28. I think there it might be a little bit different. Okay? There you will see by yourself that Yah Nzambe is saying that you can't trust a man like that. That has no woman in that age. But not a widow. If a widow or a woman is alone in that age, you will give her even more respect, and they can control them better than men, because a man is a hunter. You don't want to see a man in this age living in his mom's house and asking for money for his mom. Mama, do you have money? Mama, did you cook? So you have also a lot of relationships being destroyed, because relationships between man and woman is always a marriage between the woman's family and also the man's family. They also marry, and if they don't like each other, you can be sure that your relationship won't be normal as well. And if there's some witchcraft involved, no chance. So now, that's why the woman, she is the one that must be 1,000 times stronger than the man. And it is also proved that the woman is stronger than the man. Because during all history, and I'm not talking about men that rape their women or beat their women. I'm not talking about that kind of strength. I'm talking about the strength that the Most High gave the woman, like to be a mother, to be a savior from her household, to be a savior from her husband. Because husbands are like children, they never grow. They are kids. But a woman, if she really prays, if the woman really knows what she wants, if not today, but tomorrow, she will receive it. And if you let this man hung before his time, you will see this man will go, and he will do what? He will take another woman. And maybe the other woman will make him grow. And you will see him tomorrow, he will become another man, not by you, but by someone else, because the time of him has come. So a man does not lose, even if he's wicked, even if he beats up and rape and do whatever one. We have men like this outside there. They're crazy. But at the end, they always win because there's the man. And this is the problem here. Who is laughing?
We're back.
Huh? Huh? I mean, that's not so funny for the women. There is a lot of things happening in their lives. But what I want to say, and it is very clear to us that a woman, if she married to a man, she have to be always humble, because there are also spirits involved. First of all, second thing, you want your family to stay stable. You want your family to grow. You want your family, everything that happens at home affects our future. It changes our minds. It changes our heart. And if we grow and become elders, we always remember the bad things. The good things, we forget it completely. And people become crazy because of their household, or the things that they have seen in their household and happen. Every single thing affects their life after. Only someone with the Most High, only someone that has a great heart, only a chosen one from the Most High can overcome those problems that happened in their household, in childhood. Because the positive spirits will maybe make you to remember, but they will always cleanse you and give you strength to continue. But there are so many people that don't have those spirits. They are not so strong. There's so many people they're already handicapped. They're weak. Things happen to them. You know, they lost a little bit of their humanity, hope. And that's why it is very important to have a prayer life, to have people around you that believes in the Most High, to have a good community, okay? To find a good community. And if not, then stay alone. It's better not to have friends than to have some friends outside there that are wicked. It's better to not to have any children than to have children with wicked persons, or wicked children. If the wicked children, they will give you more headache. Their children's, they beat their parents. Their children's, they kill their parents. Their children's, they take all the money from their parents. They do everything. It's our forefathers. They have killed those children's. They gave them to the elders, and the elders brought the children to the front of the congregation. What has this child done? Oh, this child raped the neighbor's daughter. Boom! They stoned him before of everyone. They did a ritual. They prayed together. Bye-bye. Go to the Pemakalunga. Go now. We had never had a child. We never had a child. But people will be like, oh, my children. Your children is a killer. Your child is crazy. It's better to try to get the better sperms in, so that someone else comes, because that guy there is crazy. We have crazy dudes. We don't need this craziness. It's in the Bible. But people will be like, my son, my daughter. No. It's better to have this guy in jail yeah, for a couple of years. Maybe he comes back, Mama, I understood. Then always to see this guy beating you up, this guy taking the hard drugs, this guy doing. In this world, you will see Satan. You will find him, the first Satan that you will see, you will find him at home.
Mhm.
In your
Yeah,
house, Satan starts
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Not white, Chinese, whatever. In your house, all these messed up things that you will see. And that's why we have to do the best that we can to put the Most High in the first place of our lives. If a man, it starts with a man, if he don't see the Most High as the first, as his father, savior, it's a problem. The same with a woman. The problem, what do Satan do? Satan has a project in human lives. He don't want people to marry. He will give you a man of night. He will give you a woman of night. Then you will start having these weird dreams about men's or women's, mermaids, sleeping with you and stuff like that. So that your whole life, you will always have different kinds of problems, okay, because of this thing. Or you will have a relationship. You will have relationships, but no one wants to marry you, okay? And it goes on relationships. No one is coming to marry you. So you're a prostitute. Then he continues, yeah, and say, okay, now if this person wants to be married, what is the next thing what I can do to that person? The next gigolo is coming, and because you want to be married, that guy lies to you back and forth, and you take him. And your life goes down, 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 down. And people might think, oh, it is my fault. Did I choose the wrong one? Did this and this? It was a spirit behind all this from the beginning. There was a spirit behind this because we have seen wars, women that have done prostitution. A man came because he started loving her. He took her out from her. This woman became strong. He started to have good children, started to help people everywhere in the community, started to do good things. You would never know that that woman was doing prostitution. Then you will see other women coming from a good household, taking a crazy guy that calls himself, oh, gigolo bambilowo, taking that girl and doing the baddest thing to her, not building her up, etc., etc. And that woman cries daily. And this is the reality of this world. To have a good relationship means to have good children. To have good children means you're rich. Because the children and your relationship, if everything is positive, you never can be in minus. Because there is a blessing behind it. So if someone starts a new relationship, put that guy into the tabernacle, put his name in the highest place. Before you ask for money, you put his name there. James, Stephen, or whatever. Tata, look at this guy. Look at him. Everything that he's doing should prosper. Protect him. La, la, la. Put these people always in prayer. Because if your husband understands the Most High, you are saved automatically. For those who loses their husbands too early or something like that, they must have a special blessing. There's a special blessing that follows them. And it is always a work for the society. That's why you see there's widow money in America and stuff like that. But also for an assembly or friends to support this person. And that person can marry again. That person can marry again. Okay? There's so many children that grew up without fathers or without, mostly without a father. And you can see 80% of the people that grew up without a father, they never had a good life because the father is missing. When the father is missing and the mother is young, don't think that the next guy that is coming home, that he will be the father for your children before. The first thing what you have to do is you have to try to make a relationship between your children and that guy. But normally, a father that loves you, a new father, he automatically will try to make a relationship with your children and him. Because there are some mothers that saying, I am responsible for that child. You have nothing to do with them. Which is also a problem. Because a real father, a real guy that loves you, he will try the best he can to show you that he loves you. Especially a new relationship, it's like a good flirt. If you drink some vodka, did you ever drink? And you have seen someone that you like in front of you, you will be like, this is a new relationship. Okay? But if the person comes already like a relationship of 40 years, like, I know everything here. So the guy is not, he's not coming with good ambitions. He's not coming with good energy. Okay? For young people, I will tell you something. It is better to have, because today it is like this, sexual interactions earlier than later, because later, there are some ages that Nzambe will finish you off if you do such things. There are ages, it is such an abomination if a man is trying to bring his whole family into confusion, because it destroys the complete life of his household. Children that they are studying or going to school, everyone will be trying to not to live anymore in this house, to leave the house, because there's no peace no more. So if you're young, it's better to have 1 or 2 or 3 times someone that you have a relationship with just to learn, than later to start being a gigolo or a pimp or whatever they used to call it. Especially if you're a man. A man that never had a girlfriend and is going to a relationship, this girlfriend will play with him. A man must know 2 or 3 girlfriends before he goes to a relationship. If not, that girl will be his nightmare. So, what should we do? There's a lot of questions, I know that no one is saying anything, but there is also for every question an answer, believe me. There's for every question an answer. Life is boring. I even believe that the Most High created us because he was of martyrdom. He was like, what should I do? Oh my goodness, boring. Nothing to do. And this is how we are. Okay? Sometimes you have someone you laugh with, you're watching Netflix, and then sometimes you're like, my goodness, what should I do? And there are some people that try to give themselves drugs, party here and there. And after the party, what happens? Oh, it pains, it hurts. Oh, I lost again. What? I have spent $1,000 in one night. Man. And now he went to this automats playing around. Pooh, pooh, maybe I will win too. I will make it. And nothing. Only because there's luck feelings. And some people, they start eating. Then you will have here burgers, there the chicken wings, then there the ice. And you know what they will do? Because of love, here they took everything from a little bit from everything. Crazy in love. Okay, so be very careful with your heart. You have to put time in your life, in your life, if it comes to relationships. It is really better to stay alone and to take your time with yourself than to take a partnership that can kill you. It is better because there's always someone that will be there for you. How can I explain? Our society today have never done the righteous researches if it comes to people that are outside there and searching for partners. Plenty of them. Plenty. But if you go out, you will see them. You will see no one. You won't find anyone. But if you look at their IDs, solo, not married. If you look to the taxes that they pay at work, because if you're married, you pay lesser. Not married. And do you know what? No one wants to marry as well. They're like, maybe I take you as girlfriend, but marry, my goodness, hey, this is another world. So why is it so? Why is it so? It has something to do with our, with the new age. Okay, it has something to do with the new world that we are living into. In the ancient time, your parents would come and say, do you like that guy? Oh yeah, mom, I like that guy. I like that other guy better. Okay, hey, let me ask that family. Okay, here is my daughter. My daughter is like this. Take her. Done. When the guy say, oh, I like her as well, contract, this guy, he can't leave her. If you leave her, his family will be, hey, do you want to die? Go back to your wife. Do you know what they do here in Africa? I tell you. They're like, oh, someone give you a baby. You don't live anymore, no more in your parents' house. They take you and your child, go live there to the guy that have impregnated you. No, really, go. We don't have anything to do with you no more. Only if the guy shows a lot of violence, then we take the child back. And the problem is, again, if a man is young, don't come with, oh, this guy will not come with violence. He will come with a lot of things because there's a lion that is somewhere inside of him that wants to come out. And the only problem is in the West that we have too many people, even with 40 and 50, the lion's still there. Okay? They are so hungry, no one knows why. So, what I want to tell you guys is, if you have such problems, go to the tabernacle and speak loud about it. Ask the Most High about your life and relationship. If there is not anyone that will come for your life, if you should suffer with the person that is doing all those kinds of things to you, will he change? Will he not change? Is there any idea? What should I do? Should I take some more perfume on me or whatever? Ask, because if you yourself, you don't feel yourself well at home, it's better to leave alone. You must have peace. Life is too short to have someone than to have someone that you don't like or you only have problems with him. You don't have to carry someone's burdens, problems, and all these kinds of things. Everything has a limit. Everything has a limit. Okay? And there must be a solution. Okay? If there is no solution and you continue living like that, you will die. And that person that is doing all these kinds of bad things to you, he will keep living on. And you die. We are no one's slave. Not the man, not the woman. Say, we are no one's slave.
We are no
We are no one's
We
slave.
are no one's slave.
We
We
are
are
no
no
We are
one's
no
slave.
one's
We
slave.
are
no one's slave.
We are no one's slave.
Okay?
Hallelujah.
Accept us like we are. We have seen different kinds of things from our childhood till today. We eat different kinds of food, and we are grown men and grown women. And we know that what is good and what is bad for us. And people should accept us and love us like we are. And now you're entering into someone's relationship, and you don't have to show that person, yeah, that you love to eat spicy food. My husband, oh, if he finds out that I like spicy food, he might think I am another person. Oh, if she finds out that if she finds out that I love to play too many games and that's why I'm losing a lot of money, no, you tell her the truth. You tell her what's going on, because there's another thing that a woman is. She's a spy. She will find it out anyway, and this is a big problem, yeah. Because then you will be ashamed, and the lion will come out from you again. You will start becoming beating and whatever, but you have lost already. So the problem is, a man should always find out a way for her husband, yeah, for her wife to fulfill his life. If a man sees, oh, this and this is wrong with my wife, give her the opportunity, give her a job, tell her something that can make you happy again. Okay? And men are not really trustworthy. They don't want to say those kinds of things. You know, they don't want to try. They are trying to, oh, maybe she will find out and she will do by herself. No, because there's one thing in a woman. A woman is like a flower. When you don't give water to the flower, the woman will go down. She will not shine. Which means a woman has a big problem if there is no man by her side. You will see her not being so attractive than if a man is by her side. A woman, if you see a man is by her side, you will not see her one day without being beauty. She will show herself perfect. She will a complete other person because of her mom. And this means that a man should always know what makes her wife happy. As long as she's happy, he's fulfilling everything that the Most High wants from him. And happiness, to be happy in this world, it's not easy. Okay? So, what I want to say from all this teaching is, if you see that the way that you go can bring you to death, it's better to cut it. And that's why we have a lot of people there now today without man, they're solo, they have no relationship no more, etc., etc. Because it was too much. But then there's a way to continue. There's a way to, if there's time, to find another partner. There's a way to repent. There's a way to give everything to the Most High, etc., etc. There's a way for a new beginning. And as long you see your children growing, and because you will always see the partner in your children. Huh? As long as you see your children growing, doing good things, you have to know that you're doing the right things in your life. Because this is the work that the women have to do. And pray to the Most High to give you a new partner, or to find a way to always fulfill the things that you need, to give you that what you need. And there are special prayers for that. If you see families where partners used to be very violent or used to sell up their families, what means selling up their families? Normally a father or a mother used to protect their children and etc., etc. But there are some fathers, those families, they used to take advantage out of their families, which means because of money or because of what reason, they used to sell their families. What does this mean? I have to make it very clear. There are some people, for what reason, maybe he himself, the father or the woman, she or he did not know, or he wanted something and he was fooled or tricked, and he goes to societies, and there they wanted something from him, because if they want something from you in the sorcery, they only want someone from your blood. It will be always like that. So you have a lot of sold up people outside there already. You have a lot of people, they have no luck. A lot of people can't get married. A lot of people, they have handicapped, which means handicapped, like there are people, especially women's, they marry 4 or 5 times and it will never go through because something happens before. They're men's, people think he's always smelling and stuff like that. There are different kinds of things because they are sold up. Please bring these kinds of things, these kinds of problems to the tabernacle as well. Okay, bring this witch problems to the tabernacle as well, so that we can know and follow where these problems came from or comes from. It's maybe it can't be resolved, but it's good for you to know where it came from. Okay, it's good for you to know. It is, it is, you must know why they have done things to you, where this come from, why the things are going like this, like it is, why men are running away from you if you are with them, etc., etc. You have to know those things. You have to know where these kinds of things come from. Okay, this is your right. To know why your children will never have peace, why some of them can't make it into school, and they're not the evolution in them is not really coming out, they're not understanding different kinds of things. All these kinds of things must be revealed to you. So write your questions down. Write your questions down. Ask about your family life, your family trees. Ask about your future with your partner. I've seen so many people marrying just for emotions, okay? And the other person was marrying because he lied. It was like, oh, I have to marry that person. If not, that person will be alone. that person will have no one and stuff like that. But later you will not love that person enough because you just married that person because out of pity. Okay, so it is sad to see partners coming and one partner is looking to the bottom and the other partner is looking to the heaven. And you're like, hey, are you guys together? And they're like, yeah, I think so. You're like, oh man, these people, they have a relationship outside, but inside of the house, they're the biggest enemies. So relationships must be renewed. It can be renewed daily. Relationships must be put into the mirror. We have to talk to each other. We have to find a way how to cleanse our relationships. My wife must be my friend, okay, and my wife. My man must be my father, and my man and the father of my children. No one wants to stay and grow and doing all the things alone. No one wants to do that kind of thing. No one wants to live like that. Okay, not a man, not a woman. But if this happens, we have to take our time before running to the next and to the next. If something is wrong in your household, you have the chance to come and to talk about it so that we can find a solution. Because it's important.
Mhm.
If your household is not good, you will be not good. Never. Not even if someone gives you 100 millions, it will even kill you more. Because you won't find friends outside there. You will find only people that will take your money. If you have no one at home, where will you have someone? Your children must be your friends. Your wife. Maybe you have the chance to have also people outside of your household, uncle, whatever. It's very rare. But maybe you have the chance that they are also friends. It's important not to leave everything in your heart, but to find always someone that you can share your problems with. If not, you will die very young. It's better to speak about your problems than to keep it in your heart.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay, so now you have the chance to ask. If not, we're
Yes.
gonna do our prayer. Next week, we're gonna do Sister Paulette. We're gonna do the elements, about the elements. And
Okay.
I'm gonna go even a little bit deeper
Yes.
with that. We're gonna talk about the positive and the negative. You will be surprised because I see that people are practicing more, they're learning more, and this is very good. I like that.
Yes. I have a situation. It's my situation. Before I got married with my husband, I actually had I don't know if it's a dream or a vision in which I was warned not to marry him. And we were in love and we decided to get married anyway. It was impossible to break that. I don't know why I got that vision, but in it, I was warned not to and told the consequences. We got married. And just as the vision said, it all happened. My husband is a staunch Christian. I've been encouraging him into like the Bantu awakening thing. And he, at times, he listens and he agrees with so much that I share with him, but he will not actually like join in the class. And he actually went off and took the vaccines, even though I spent many, many months discouraging him. Actually, the past 2 years discouraging him from doing that. And that has really ended everything.
The dream that you
That
had,
is right.
the dream that
Yes.
you had is not it was a good dream, but your husband will change. Hmm?
But I mean, he has taken the vaccine.
Not bad. There's nothing happening to him. He's black, right?
Yes, but yeah.
Bro, believe me, this vaccine doesn't kill black people.
Hallelujah.
I don't want to I
Really?
don't want to tell you that, but this is the pure truth. Nothing will happen to black people through this vaccine. Eat a little bit
Yes.
more fufu, eat a little bit more okra, a little bit more honey, okay? Eat like a black man eats, and you will see everything will go out from the back. Huh?
It has,
Hallelujah.
it has totally ended everything because that vaccine has been
But it is
shown.
crazy. It is crazy that
It's
people must
crazy.
do such things. But I
But
will
I
tell you
told him
something
not
about
to,
your
not to
husband,
take
and
it.
I think you
Yes.
should also ask when you are in the tabernacle. Ask, yeah, it should be better because you should. I think you guys should find each other again. Yeah, because of Christianity or stuff like that. Let him believe what he wants to believe. Let him do that what he thinks that he makes him a man. Don't take people need time. Look, I'm sometimes I don't sometimes I'm thinking, why do you pray teach every day? Because I'm moving with high speed. No, normally we should know now all these kinds of things that I teach. When I'm moving with high speed, tomorrow people will be like, what? So the thing is, people need time. Let everyone have the time that he needs. We have to learn how to accept other people's, to give people chances, to be patient with people, to let people be king for a day or for a week and even for a year. Maybe if we don't, we have to be tolerating people. We don't tolerate people. We have to tolerate people. I mean, he's a man, Let him in with his Christianity, as long he's not going to strip clubs and doing whatever. There are men, Sister Paulette, they are so crazy today with doing so crazy things. Yeah, and I think every woman will tell you a story about different kinds of men, what they do. So just because of Christianity, we shouldn't leave someone, or because of the vaccine and stuff like that.
Right. Actually, there is more to it that I would actually have to speak with you like one-on-one. But
yeah, I know
yeah,
relationships and stuff like that, but that
Yes.
guy, especially if he's called himself a quote unquote Christian, he should know
Yes.
different kinds of things because of marriage. He shouldn't just
Right.
go and run away, because he run away,
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is there another question?
Pardon me.
Go ahead.
You made a statement earlier, right? Pertaining to the fact that we as young men, it would be good for us to try at least 2 or 3 relationships before we actually settle down into a marriage.
Look, the thing is,
No, wait. Because I want to just get my question clear, So based off of that, if most young women hear the same thing that you said about us as young men, they would say it would be okay for them to be promiscuous, just like our young man would. So that's why I'm just asking you, is just for more clarification upon that statement, and does it apply to women?
So the thing is that you can have also a relationship with someone without having sexual interactions. Okay. It is very important for a man to know that fire burns. Okay, because you can not every woman is to marry a woman to marry. Just for you to know. Yeah, but you know, a man should always, if you are a real good man, you should be very, very careful, you know, because you carry the whole family problems, you carry a lot of things. If you're a good man and you really love your wife, she will come with a bunch of problems. And if she also do not know how to cook, then she do not know how to clean up, then she do not know how to talk with the people if you are there, how to respect you. She's a woman that loves to make party here and there, wearing clothes half naked, running in front of her friends, talking with your friends like they are their husbands or whatever. What you are dead. You go crazy. Ask all the people that are outside, all them rich men, ask them, why are you there where you are today? They say, it's a woman. It's not a friend. Nothing else happened to them, not a sickness.
Yeah.
It's a woman that made them to become like they are today. Believe me. And that's why you have to be very careful. A woman kills even more than a man. A violence of a man you can see, but not that from a woman, comes from behind. And when it hits you, it hits your heart. And a man that is not so strong, he dies. You go down straight. This is a strike from Mike Tyson that you have never had, that you have never become before. Yeah.
So,
did you ever see a man that that loved his wife so much that lost her? Did you ever see a man like that?
man, I've seen lots of men, and right now they're crying.
Yeah, crazy. They become crazy and dangerous, very dangerous people, very crazy people. They talk. Most of them, they talk to themselves. After 2 weeks, he starts seeing things. You know, so
Mentally,
I just tell you how it is. Right? Go to the white people, talk to the white people. They have different kinds of problems. I was sitting with my ex-girlfriend. I was with her almost 5 or 6 years. She helped me a lot. It was a white girl. We have sit like this, like we're sitting now here with Sister Kim, with my wife and stuff like that. And then, you know, they had like 3 children, and you know, by white people, you can the daughter can have his boyfriend there. That's not a problem. So I was the boyfriend. I was sitting there with them, and then the woman of that police officer, because both of them were police officers, she's saying, "Do you know what? Hey, always if I'm going to my holidays, I take young people," and she's taking photos. Look, man, what are you doing here in front of us? And all of us like, what is this? And because of his maturity, a nice looking white guy, tall, big, he's like, okay. And still today, I think he's together with her. Just because of his children. And he's good, he's fine, he's strong. But no, look at the crazy guy. Maybe he would kill her, maybe he would kill himself, and whatever what. So, brothers and sisters, we should be very careful with our household.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to control our emotion, to humble ourselves. We have seen so many violence between our parents and stuff like that. We have seen so many things happening even to us, to ourselves. Yeah. If we want to survive, blow the bad things away and look at the good things that you have today. and move forward with the good things that you have. Because you might come with a story that is very tough, but there is someone else that will come with another story and you will be like, ah, my story is nothing against that. Wow, I'm free, I'm good. Because there are so many things happening. Like I told you, especially to those who are sold up. There are people in families that sell family members so to enrich themselves, to get that what they want. And in fact, there was witchcraft behind it. That what we also have to do is family curses. We have to get rid of it. Or family lines. If something is wrong in your family, you have to be taken out from it. This tabernacle will take time. Definitely, because it will take so much time, the tabernacle, it will be good if you support us. You will see by yourself how much work how much time we're gonna spend with each one of you guys, and how much work will be behind those kinds of things. But like I always used to say, do your best to go to the consult. We are doctors. Listen to what the spirits say, ask, and move forward by knowing what is happening around you. And if there's a deliverance, find a deliverance. Find a way of deliverance.
Wait, how do we communicate to be in the tabernacle? How is that working?
Very good question. Good that you're asking here, because if not, Sister Kiki would be like, Massa, I have 1,000 questions here. So now, the thing is, I just bought the phone. Now I think I have to send a little bit more money so that he can charge it and stuff like that. Then we're gonna prepare ourselves. I think this will take 2 days. I'm also having the class and stuff like that. Wait a minute. I wanted to start on Friday. So can you, yes, that what you can do is everyone that wants to come to the tabernacle, just write to Sister Kim or Sister KK, write your names down there. Yeah, just write your names down there.
So do we send it to them on WhatsApp?
Yeah, well, I think Sister
Email,
KK's email is better, right?
Email is good, or WhatsApp if you, yeah, it's good.
I would even say WhatsApp, because then you see email, it's like all these messages is now. WhatsApp, you just take the name and write it down, then you have the name from the person. I think this the people, there will be more people. I think because this is the big tabernacle that will be done. You will see different kind of things. This will be a very big tabernacle.
There's a brother who has a question, Brother Ntamboy.
Brother Ntamboy. This is Brother William, huh?
Yes.
I just had a question listening to everything. Greetings, everybody. I know there's a healthy part that I have to be, as well as I had a few invitations to get married and I turned them down. But also there were a couple people who were previously married, and I just wondered about that as well. Should I leave that alone?
I didn't understand the last part.
People who some dear ladies who are previously married and had possibly some issues. Should I have left them alone? I did leave them alone, but even though they seemed to be nice, I said I just backed off for a minute because I've started learning different things. So is it a good thing to pick up somebody who was married before? I guess that's what I'm asking.
Okay, that's a good question. So you could ask directly, because I thought you were like this guy from the Playboy Mansions, you know? like like you have a lot of women's coming, and so good, brother Tambwe. It's good, very good question, very good question. Should I marry, or do he wants to marry? I don't think that he wants to marry. I think he wants to know them. This is what he wants to do. You can for knowing persons is very important. I mean, you can have 2 or 3 of them and knowing them, but in the same time. And then from there, you can choose one of them that you think that you should stay with. And before you want to go to marry and stuff like that, you make sure that from her side, there's nothing really nothing, that they have nothing to do no more with the man that they had before. And then also on the side of the children, that there's everything okay, because women are not so trustworthy as well. They don't tell you what happened and the man, because if they have children together, you have to know, the father is the father. You're not the father.
Right.
Yeah, because I know some people coming in other people's in a married woman's house. Now he wants to play the father, but they are forgetting that this children, they have another father. Okay.
And I too have children, so that's another thing.
That's not a problem, brother Nathaniel. I see you're good. I mean, many people are searching for women's, and this time they're not getting one. I even can call names here, but I see you have 2 or 3 of them. What's going on? Wow.
that was a bit ago, and I've had
Taking care of business.
were saying, they wanted to hook me up with their sister and all that other stuff. So, but I caution that, because it takes a while to get to know somebody. I'm not ready just to jump on anything. And like I said, I'm still working toward getting my health better.
I heard you guys talking about WhatsApp a while ago. WhatsApp in terms of directly messaging you, Mikhael, or is it that the WhatsApp group that I heard you guys
No,
have?
not me. Don't message. Really. No, if he wants to kill me, then message me, No, I don't need, I have the week. I have so much, if I say something like, oh, I want to prepare for the tabernacle, I have a lot of things in the midst. It's a lot of work, Brother Allen. Have you been in the last tabernacle, Brother Allen? No, right?
You're talking about when you call me on the phone with a group of different persons from different Caribbean.
Exactly.
Yes,
Did I?
yes. And you had
No. That was when I called you guys, because you guys had a Sabbath.
No, that was me directly. You're talking about a different timing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, but you have been in the spiritual consult already, right?
Yes, with
So how was it? Was it good?
It was different.
You see? And it takes time, right?
Everything take time. The biggest thing for me though, is always prayer. It's always prayer and positivity.
Exactly.
Always prayer and positivity, and just thinking about growth and becoming a better individual.
You see, it's a lot of work. Brother, what is his name? Ale Low 2.
Hey.
Yes.
Yes. Hello to everyone. I just wanted to ask: is it better for, like, as in me, if I'm going through a spiritual journey, to get involved with someone? As in, like, let's say I'm going through healing, or I'm going through something. Is it like wise to get involved with someone?
When you were, he wants to buy a car and the motor is broken, Would you like to buy it? Huh?
No. No.
So you have to be, I mean, what's going on with us today? Huh? What's going on? You know that you are handicapped. You know that you have other problems going on. You know that you're full of stress, sick, and you want to give these problems to someone else? No, if you see now it's the time. I know people here around us. They are like, hey, I want first to get rid of these things, and then I will want to find someone. Then I want to have a relationship, or to start flirting around and stuff like that. Take your time. You go to the bank, you put your bank card in, minus $30,000, Oh, baby, do you know what? I want to marry you. With what? Do you want to marry her with what? Huh? You cannot buy yourself. You go home. Your refrigerator is empty, and then you want to say. Then you want to tell the woman or girl that you like her and love her. Come on, we have to be very careful here. And this is what I mean. This is what kills our society today. When you go to the Beulah, you'll see the young men with 16 and stuff like that. They're starting building their own houses. And they're starting to do their gardening. Every one of them is, you have to go to the fields, school. So you have to have something before you go to take a girl. Okay? So it's same thing with your healing or your experiences with the Most High. Maybe you need time. You want to learn something first, and then you want to take that other person, and you want to take that person into your life. Take your time. You have enough time. It's better to take someone good in your life than to have someone bad in your life. And believe me, there are some of us that will never say that if someone is bad. But there are some bad people that are already in their lives. Really bad ones, And they can tell you stories.
Yes, because I actually had
in Africa, there are places here. I can hear me twice. Let me mute yourself. Okay, so you have him in areas, districts in Africa, where you will see a lot of women's without husbands, without any man. And now you will ask yourself, why is it so? Especially here in the city. If you go there and you start asking, why do we have so many women without a man using a Gucci perfume? Oh man, this is my guy, la 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 la, and then he impregnates you, and later you find out, that he sleeps in his car. Okay, that guy sleeps in his car. Huh? So what is happening? You and your baby, you have to take. This guy takes you now. Okay, baby, do you know what? Here, in the back seat, there's some space for you. No, this is wrong. White people, we can say whatever we want to say against them. The most of them, they start taking women if they have their lives stable. So I hope you will find a right partner. If you have a partner already, keep your relationship clean. Maybe I should find out send you some prayers for partner find. In the Bible, some armor. So maybe I should find something. Everything has its time. Thank you very much. Next week we're gonna go to our element class again. We're gonna learn a little bit more about our elements. We're going deeper. You know, so we're going deeper. I saw that people are very they saw it very interesting with the candles. I thought even people would say that we are becoming vampires because we have candles now.
No.
Yeah, no, because for me in the beginning it was also weird. Oh, now candles and stuff like that, you know. But there's nothing bad in candles. Come on, you know. So yeah, so candles, you know, we will have candles. We're going to learn about candles a little bit more. We're going to learn about the elements, activating a little bit more, and how to call the positive energies and how to work with them and stuff like that. Yeah. So next week, take your pen, you know, and if you have the questions like you can get someone easier, if you have someone and stuff like that, prayer to find someone and stuff like that. I think because I've done this prayer, then I will take my time to answer also these questions. If you go to YouTube, you will find my number there. Just write something and I will definitely answer. Ingeta family, thank you.